Hi folks, today we're going to be showing you how to make the perfect blended sweet coffee drink.
This drink is based on a flavor we tried at Dutch Brothers called Dutch Canyon.
I can tell you that it is great tasting, but it also makes for a perfect treat for your guests. Even your young guests, but you may want to use decaf for the young guests.
We'll start off by brewing a strong shot of espresso.
For the espresso flavor, now make sure that you have a blend that is meant for espresso. Pick the one you want, just make sure it's not flavored coffee. So we'll go look at the brewing process now. So use whatever machine or process you have to brew the strongest cup or strongest shot of espresso. I use 1 shot with this drink. You can try 2 shots, depending on how strong you like it. But remember, the more coffee you use, the more sweetener you may need to use. So in the past I watched a lot of YouTube videos hoping on finding the best method to come out with a great tasting blended coffee drink that was similar to what we buy from some of the coffee stores, because they really do a good job, but I found nothing that matched what I've tasted.
So we experimented and discovered this to be the closest to the flavors we've tried at coffee stores.
So we'll start off now with, I'm going to talk about the measurements and what I use. You can half it, you can double it as you wish. This is a 16-ounce cup. It's filled with ice. So what I found, fill whatever cup you want with ice up to the top of the cup. I think some of the ice here is melted, so I'll dump some of the water. Put that in the blender. Add the shot. I add 8 ounces of milk.
The main ingredient is the white chocolate.
This white chocolate you can get from different brands and different stores, but you can also get them from larger distributors. You don't have to get this quantity. This is an insane amount of white chocolate. Store it in the fridge, even though it does not require refrigeration, but store it in the fridge because it will go bad. It does separate, so shake it before using if you do have that large of a quantity. I emptied it in a smaller bottle to put in the fridge in the kitchen for easier dispensing, and I added a pump. It makes it much easier. I am going to be using the pump as a measurement, so we'll start off with this one, and we're going to do 2 pumps. 1, 2. First time around, test it with these quantities, but then you may adjust it as needed. Some people like it sweeter. We don't like it too sweet, so hopefully this doesn't come out too sweet. This flavoring is, you can also find at various stores, some of the restaurant suppliers, the cash and carry type stores. This is chocolate macadamia nut, and this is the sugar-free type. You can get the regular type if you don't want the artificial sweetener, but this was one of the flavorings that is used in the Dutch Canyon. So in here I put about a tablespoon. It does make a difference. Sorry, I don't measure. I just know because I've been using it for quite a bit of time. This is blended iced coffee powder, and what I like about it is it does have a stabilizer. This has no sugar added. I wouldn't get this again. I like the one that's regular with sugar because I could taste artificial sweetener. I didn't know this had artificial sweetener. Nevertheless, I use just a little bit, so I use half a scoop, and the reason for a half a scoop is it has a stabilizer that allows the blended drink to not to separate. So here we go. and I will write those on the screen so you'll be able to see the ingredients. I do have some other things here. We also have some chocolate. This is hot fudge, but you can use hot fudge. I have chocolate flavoring. I have some caramel flavoring and other flavorings that we can add, but this is basically it. Alright, so the drink is ready. Clearly you won't be able to taste it over the channel, you have to make it. So the quantity fills up the entire cup. That's why I said you fill the ice to the top. Put it in. It's perfect. So if you're serving it for guests, or maybe you like it that way, you can add whipped cream from a can. You can add some chocolate on the top. You can add caramel, but personally we don't like the extra sweetness, so even when we go to coffee shops we do ask no whipped cream, no extra caramel, nothing. This way we can taste just the coffee and the flavorings they added inside. To add sweetness, one of the best things you could do is, this does not add heavy flavor, so if you just wanted to add sweetness, you can add some of the white chocolate. What I do like about the white chocolate is that it's not heavy in flavor. You can still add other flavorings while still keeping the coffee flavor without overpowering the coffee flavor. Enjoy!